Ahoy there, everyone. And by everyone, I mean all the notes. Thank you for being here. And Mr. Tim, the two people who know what the BAFTAs are. We got 10 minutes to go. So, go ahead and talk. Actually, I'll bring that up and actually reading it. Tapping for my computer, which is. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, it happens. It's the other way around now where I don't do everything on my phone and I use my computer. Yes, it is cool. I've never watched the BAFTAs live ever. This is the first time I will ever have seen them not at like 7 at night, and that was like 10 years ago. Usually I just am lazy and then watch what am I thinking? Or just read the results or whatever later on. So yeah, I'm sure, you know, there are better channels doing the same thing I'm doing, but he's British, so he doesn't count. I was gonna double check things maybe here. Hold on here. We got 10 minutes, so I figured I'd. What am I trying to do here? Why isn't it giving me the option to do this? There we go. That was weird. Oh, okay. I got 10 minutes to burn. Maybe I'll go to my gold derby and we'll double check what my predictions are if it lets me. The shitty thing is I can't. Oh, there we go. I can't. Well, I could, in theory, play the actual show as I'm going, but that might be bad as far as copyright reasons goes. So otherwise, I would show the actual show to everybody because it's right here. There it goes. There's a little ticker doodad. But probably be frowned upon if I were to do so. Where are you, window? You disappeared. There you are. Yeah, are the BAFTAs on here? Yeah, they are. View. So I can't change them anymore. I can only view them. Best film, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yes, this is the actual live show, or so I was told. I just watched the red carpet more or less for about half an hour while I was just making sure that the actual streaming app worked, and it does clearly. So now there's just like a 10-minute countdown to when the actual show starts. Richard E. Grant is hosting, and he's hilarious. So that'll be good. Yeah, I think it's only 2 hours long too. And since it's streaming, I don't know if there would be commercials. So that'll be a nice little fast thing here. But yeah, I think I have Banshees. I know Banshees is going to at least win the best British film. So I figured I'll put it on both and get at least one of them right. But Everything Ever All at Once, I did a TikTok, one of those TikToks that the kids are talking about earlier today. Just really quick about Everything Everywhere All at Once and the Daniels winning the Directors Guild of America award last night. So they're basically going to win Best Director at the Oscars now. I wouldn't be surprised if they lost here to maybe Todd Field, but I think they got the Oscar on lock, regardless of if it wins Best Picture or not at this point. Kate Blanchett, I'm going to pick until she loses. I would rather Michelle Yeoh win at the Oscars, but what are you going to do? Best Actor, I'm giving the home field advantage to both Colin Farrell and Kerry Condon. I can't imagine Banshees winning none of its acting awards, and Colin Farrell really is fantastic, and Angela Bassett is like her own thing, so they don't give a shit about Black Panther in general. They nominated the first one for only visual effects, which it wasn't even eligible for or like long listed for at the Oscars because the visual effects in the first Black Panther were dog shit, as we all know who've seen it. Ke Kwan should win everything everywhere all at once. This is the one place that I'm pretty damn sure the Banshees will win screenplay. If the Banshees can't win screenplay here, then they be fucked. Let's just put it that way. Adapted screenplay, I was torn. But I put Living just because it's the talkier of the two films, but I would prefer All Quiet winning because it's awesome. Cinematography, I went All Quiet over Top Gun because British and they loved this movie. Costumes might go Elvis because Elvis. Editing, yeah, could go either way. They like the zoom zoom fast cars thing for Top Gun. I honestly thought I put Top Gun, but I don't know. Could it's one of these two. I could see All Quiet winning for editing here. Hey, Dell. Congratulations on your future induction of the Hall of Fame on on my brother's channel, by the way. Makeup and hair, I'm going the whale. I expect to get like half of these wrong because I never know what the hell the BAFTAs are going to do. Production design, it should not be Elvis, but they like Elvis, so I'm gonna go for Elvis. And it often wins costumes and production design. Best score better be Babylon. If it's not Babylon, then it damn well better be All Quiet. Sound, they like their war movies, so I could see All Quiet winning that. It's a good one though, where there's like at least 2 movies in each category that I wouldn't mind winning. So that's a nice change of pace. This year there's like 3 or 4 movies I could win Best Picture, and I'd be like, all right. Visual effects is Avatar, duh. Best casting, I just did everything everywhere because it seems right. Pinocchio is animated. Documentary, I have no fucking clue, but I went with Moon Age Daydream because that's what everyone else said. Foreign film, if it's not All Quiet, that makes no sense. And British film, same thing goes for Banshees. And Rising Star, this guy, because why not? That's my logic. That guy, because he's nominated for Best Actor, and I guess he's popular. So 4 minutes till the actual show starts here. There we go. But yeah, yeah, we got a whopping 5 people, which is about as many people are going to actually watch the BAFTAs who are in America because you can't watch them unless you do this apparently. So I put a thank you comment at the top so I wouldn't forget. But this fella right here watches my videos on my channel. Joseph De Gristina. That's a name right there. Uh, yeah, he's the reason I know that BritBox is a thing and that this was going to be live on here. So otherwise, I wouldn't be watching these. I have my tea because England. I was gonna have some biscuits, but my wife ate them all, apparently. So, but at least I got my Earl Grey because if it was a real award show that was on at 7 o'clock at night, I'd be having a beer like usual. But good stuff, good stuff. Um, Yeah, I want to see every one of these. And yeah, Fire of Love is on Disney Plus, so it's not like it's hard to watch. And a couple other ones are on HBO. Richard E. Grant's talking. I have it muted, so I don't know why, but my setup's really weird. Like if I have something I'm watching and listening to it, like half the audio gets cut out. Like the talking will come through, but like any background music, I can't hear it for some reason. It's so I always think something's broken. But here, I'll just show you Richard E. Grant. So here's what I'm watching for the last half an hour. Or 15 minutes, I should say. It's just this, and then it's hey Cal, you gonna get that super expensive Superman Steelbook 4K collection that I really want, but I'm not gonna pay for because I really want that, and it's awesome. But yeah, like I said before, I would show the entire show. But yeah, if you want to watch this, if I didn't already explain it, there is a streaming service called BritBox that exists that shows British things. Who'd have thought? Basically the BBC streaming service. Um, and they're having a sale right now where it's usually $8 a month, and right now it's 199 a month for 2 months, but you have to pay for 2 months. So essentially, I'm paying $4 to watch the BAFTAs, which I've paid more to watch the Screen Actors Guild Awards on cable on Hulu before, so $4 is nothing. So yeah, if you want to go watch it I'm just watching it on my laptop and split the screens in half is what I'm doing, and you can watch it on Roku and all those fantastic things. Oh, you're gonna get that? I want it so bad. I'm not a steelbook set guy. Like I would want them all, but they're obviously expensive as fuck. But I love the Superman movies, and the artwork on those steelbooks is like perfect. Where it's just the classic poster on the front, and on the back it's just like the symbol and stuff. Oh, I love it. I love it. Right? Yeah, it's a Zavi thing. Exactly. Yeah. About like what 2 months, if that, after Zavi, like we're not going to ship to America anymore. It's like here's something you actually want for once, Derek. It's like thanks. Um, I saw a guy do. He was doing a group buy on the Instagram. and I think like 8 of them were already sold by the time I even asked somebody. He said it was like 200 bucks, and I was like, "That's not like the worst," but when you already have 2 copies of all those movies, I don't need to pay $200 to have them. If it was like 100 bucks, I probably would have bought them for sure. But yeah, I don't need to pay $200 for a 4 movie set that I already own on Blu-ray and on DVD. So, and on Betamax by chance. So, yeah. There's an American release that's just like a regular box set, but it's not that cool steelbook one. I think they're coming out the same day in April. So you can go to blu-ray.com and look at that. It's just like the crystals design around box. It's still nice. Like if that was reasonably priced, I'd watch that. All right, we got 2 seconds before it starts here. Oh, there it goes. And I love see, I don't need the original VHS artwork. I have the original Betamax artwork. It's way cooler. And Supergirl to go ahead for Beta. I really misread that. Data oh, the Daytona 500 is today? Didn't I already tell you that I spoiled it for you and I was gonna say they're turning to the left, I assume? Yeah. Although it's not really 5 movies, it's the Christopher Reeve movies, but 2 versions of Superman 2. It does not include Superman Returns, which I like enough, but I'm kinda glad it doesn't include that because it's I don't know. I don't appreciate them considering that part of the franchise because it's just like a, "Let's cram this in as Superman 2.5." Well, it's showing me a screen of nothing, and I'm waiting for it to move. Let's see what's going on here. Oh, there it goes. It was just like a frozen picture of England here. I'll share it quick just so everyone can see it. Here's what it is. There it goes. See, this is what I'm saying, like, I have the volume turned up, but I can't hear anything unless people start talking, then it gets a little louder. But that's it. That's what it's on. It's a show. Ah, Earl Grey. Yeah, I'm not a b it's so different. I don't like the Donner cut that much, honestly, but it's also kinda, like, just crammed together from pieces that they could take it out of. Steve Martin and Richard E. Grant opening the show. Yeah, it's like I get like, the steelbook set's cool enough that I would get it just for the cool factor, but the standard 4K set's just like, "I already have these." And then it would force me to keep my Blu-rays because of Superman Returns being in there. You gotta have it on every format. Do you have the Betamaxes? Like, I'll sell you mine if you need them. I'm gonna turn this up a couple things, and hopefully it's not too much where I get, like, in trouble. He's getting pointers from Steve Martin on how to host award shows, and he's telling him literally everything he's doing and not to do that. Yeah, I grew up on Superman too. Like, I had that on tape, taped off TV, and I rarely ever watched the first one. So that was kinda like the first one to me. And then I always liked the third one the most because he fights himself. And then I always rented Superman 4 from the library, and I'm sure my parents hated me for it. Richard E. Grant's awesome. He's a good choice to host this. He was nominated a few years ago for supporting actor, the Oscars and everything. Was debating doing this or not because of nice. He he's borrowing someone's car, and it's, the Batmobile from the Batman. It's good stuff. British humor, gotta love it. I love Superman 4 too, and, like, it's so bad it's great, kinda destroy Superman. The Golden Globes movie, I gotta like it. Always pulling up to the show in the Batmobile. Oh, like I said, I'd show you guys the whole thing, but I'd probably get, like, kicked off YouTube for doing that, I'm imagining. The kid at any moment might jump in and nice. Wearing like a cloak. He's awesome. Exactly, it's like, I'm not monetized or anything, but I also wanna, like, just watch this and not worry about it. The kid watching his videos on YouTube slash SpongeBob on the TV, so he should be fine. He got fed this morning, so he's good for a while. He comes in here, whatever. Ooh, look at Barry Keoghan's adorable red tuxedo. Barry Keoghan, I forget how it's pronounced. Yeah, it's like, this isn't the kinda live stream I actually expect people to, like, join in and watch, but might as well, right? I'm gonna watch it anyways. 76th BAFTAs. What's the Prince what's his name? What is his name? Why can't I remember? Not Harry, the other one. William, there it is. Yeah, it's weird, like, anytime there's, like, laughter and clapping in the audience, I can't hear a thing, but, like, when he's talking, I can hear it perfectly fine. So that's the important thing, so Yeah, I know you watch the pre-show on YouTube, but not the actual show, which is just weird, it's like, I don't understand why they don't play this live on some channel. Like, they record it and then play it later at, like, 7 p.m. my time, like, the same evening. It's like, "Oh, cool, I already read who won 7 hours ago." I wish I knew 'cause like I said, this is the first time I've ever actually watched it live, so I don't know. If it's anything like the Oscars, they'll do a supporting actor or actress first or something. Yeah, where's all my RRR clan here? Oh, yeah, they weren't nominated at the Baptist. See you, Dale. Thanks for popping in. Gotta go prepare your acceptance speech for the Hall of Fame. I get it. Maybe if I could time it well, I'll pop the screen on as soon as the person wins, and then you can see that in person again, and then I'll take it back. Jamie Lee finally getting nominated for things. To the awards. Don't need this much dead airtime. I would talk more through it, but I also don't wanna miss anything. Ariana DeBose sing or present? Oh, she's doing some shindig here. See? Oh, look at her go. Last year's winner, Ariana DeBose, or the West Side Story remake. They're singing sisters are doing it for themselves if you can't hear it. She's gonna get taken out by one of these chairs when they're walking by. I'm gonna get very pissed off during some of these winners, I have a feeling. Or I'll be really happy that I was wrong. Well, they're doing outstanding debut for Charlotte Wells to win for After Sun. It sounds really weird with the audio, like, half cut out because it sounds like she's just singing with no background music, and it's, like, really awkward. Sisters are doing it for themselves. We'll do this for another few seconds. Well, she's trying to get a room full of white British people to clap along with the song. This isn't well. Uh-oh. Yeah, Moore's there, I guess. I don't know why. She's already nominated, right? Right now, get to the awards, please. Madison Hammond is co-hosting, apparently. This lady, by the way. I don't really know her. Once again, I apologize for not showing the entire show, but he said I'd probably get spanked by YouTube for doing that. I just wanted to watch it and share the winners as they happen to the best of my ability. doing their little montage. Their montage about how movies are awesome here in the beginning. Started watching Everything Everywhere again last night or yesterday evening, and apparently that was the good luck charm that they won the DGA last night, so glad I did that. Alright, Avatar exists. Still have to watch the second half of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I wasn't that into it, and I wasn't into it enough to finish it yet. Tea does not like to come out of this cup when I'm drinking it, very strange. There we go. Ah, it's a lot. Good, yeah. Does anyone here want Austin Butler to win? 'Cause I really don't. He's the best part of that movie, but that movie isn't anything special in my opinion, so yeah, Brian and Charles, I need to see that still. Did you? They're planning on doing a live stream for the Oscars now, but that scares me even more just because there's so much commercials, but I guess at least during the commercials, I can chat and stuff, so that's nice, but yeah. My wife had the bright idea of, forcing me to eat disgusting things if my predictions were wrong, and that sounds fun. People seem to be into that. So, I'll probably be drinking raw egg and having tripe or eating cat food, stuff like that. So if you wanna watch me do that, stream the Oscars with me. Ooh, Viola Davis is gonna like, whatever the first award is, Viola Davis is presenting it. So, we'll see. Yeah, she just won her EGOT award from at the Grammys this year. So that's awesome. Viola Davis is awesome. Watching 20-year-old movies, and then she pops up in them, like, in the traffic the other week, I watched that, and she was in that, and I was like, "What the hell?" Screenplay? Adapted screenplay they're doing first here. This one's actually tricky because the one that's probably gonna win at the Oscars isn't nominated. Got All Quiet on the Western Front, which is amazing, and you should watch it if you haven't. It'd be a little odd for a foreign language movie to win for screenplay. It doesn't happen very often. Yeah, She Said actually got nominated. She won, like, at the Oscars. Anyone seen She Said yet? I haven't gotten around to that one. It looked good. I hear it's like Spotlight, which I like, so. Living, I think this is what I picked to win just because it's the most British. I wasn't nominated for Best Picture like All Quiet is. And The Quiet Girl is another foreign language movie. It's kinda cool showing, like, what it's based on the screen with it, the book and whatever. Clever. The Whale. I'd like if The Whale won here just because it would help Brendan Fraser win if it shows how much support, but it was weird that it wasn't nominated at the Oscars for screenplay. Who's gonna win? Nice. See, it's one of the times I'm happy I'm wrong. All Quiet on the Western Front wins its first of God knows how many awards. Nominated for a record 14 BAFTAs, and it's nominated at the Oscars for screenplay. If Women Talking wasn't nominated, I'd be going for this. Maybe they'll throw a comment in for the folks who missed things. Just because why the hell not? All Quiet on the Western Front wins adapted screenplay. I need to watch this one again. It's really good. It's on Netflix, so if you haven't seen All Quiet on the Western Front, you have Netflix probably, so watch it. And I know they're making an overseas 4K of it that I might import, but I might try to be patient and see if Criterion does it because they do a lot of Netflix movies, and it's one that was nominated for Best Picture, so it seems like something they do, kinda like Power of the Dog. Didn't see that coming. I half saw it coming. It was either between that or Living. Those are the only 2 I was gonna pick from. So, I just picked the wrong one. I should have been smart and picked the one that was nominated for Best Picture. So, whatever. Who knows? Top Gun might win Adapted Screenplay at the Oscars because, as we all know, Top Gun screenplay is absolutely brilliant. Top Gun. Ooh, supporting actress. Wonder if Will Smith's gonna give away Best Actor. Oh, yeah, Troy Kotsur. Nice, he's there. Cool. I love Troy Kotsur. Coda's good stuff if you haven't seen Coda. Look at him. Look at Troy being awesome. I love that he just makes jokes constantly about the fact that he's So supporting actress, this one's actually tricky for the BAFTAs because it seems like Angela Bassett's gonna win everything at, like, the Oscars and Screen Actors Guild probably, but this is the one where I hope Kerry Condon wins because I like Banshees a lot. Everyone's giving props to Jamie Lee Curtis for some reason. I mean, she's awesome. Oh, he's gonna have hot dog finger sign language. Like he's pulling it out of a bag. She's like, "Thank you for setting this for me to do sign language." See him putting it on in the background. That's awesome. Banshee Bros for BAFTAs. No, I don't want them to win. Gonna give Brendan Gleeson one of his hot dog fingers. Yeah, it might happen. It it lost all of the Critics' Choice Awards too, and no movie that's lost or never won the Critics' Choice Award has ever won the Oscars, and that would be The Fabelmans and Banshees this year. All right, now they're showing the nominees finally. Angela Bassett. Which if she wins, cool, because she's Angela Bassett, but, I mean, whatever. Oh, yeah, Carey Mulligan got it here, right. She's always good too. Hong Chow in The Whale. She's great. Yes, Forky Lowdown. It is indeed BAFTA time. The British Oscars, if you wanna explain it to people who are confused about what it is. We're only in the 2nd category. All Quiet won, adapted screenplay if you missed it. This is supporting actress, so I'll pop another comment up once they actually say who wins finally, but and I'll show the screen for a few seconds when they pop out the envelope and all that jazz again. But yeah, they're playing really long clips, which I don't mind because I hate when they don't play clips during the, acting awards specifically. I'm wondering what clip they would show for Jamie Lee Curtis. Everything Everywhere is an odd one. Right, there's the nominees is see who wins. Yes! Eric Condon. Oh, I'm happy. There she is. Oh, wow, she looks very different than she does in the movie. Sorry, I'd take that away before. So they won at least one acting award at the BAFTAs. She's really good in that movie. I like her a lot in that movie. She's the one I wanted to win, so I'm happy, even if she loses at the Oscars. At least she got something. And this is the first time she's actually had a chance to like do a speech on TV, which is nice because didn't want anything else. Good start for them being banshees. I might have spelled her name wrong, but that's because I'm an idiot. But I'm pretty sure it's spelled with a K like that. Colin's adorable. Good, I'm right. All right. She's great. She's like the heart of the movie. You could say. If you haven't seen Banshees, Banshees is really good. That's probably still my favorite of all the Best Picture nominees I've seen, which are 9 of the 10 of them now, finally. Dame Helen Mirren. Oh, she doing? Oof, I can actually hear the applause. It's so loud. Angela Bassett's probably going to win at the Oscars, especially because she's going to win SAG too. But BAFTA has membership overlap a lot. So if it's people who aren't actors voting for the performance, they might not vote for the Marvel movie. A lot of times, someone will win nothing except the BAFTA and end up winning it at the Oscars, just like Anthony Hopkins did over Chadwick Boseman. He won the BAFTA, and then the Mark Rylance, for example. Carrie, yes, movie lover 78. He knows what's up. He knows that Carrie is the best. Thank you for being here. Oh, Sidney Poitier. Oh, it's like, like, what are they doing? It's like a thing for the queen because she does. So that makes sense. He was. I watched, the wife and I watched Bones and All for Valentine's Day because romance. She really, really wanted to watch it, and we both liked it. It was good. And Mark Rylance is amazing in it, like always. And I love Michael Stuhlbarg too. He's great in it too. For the, like the one scene he's in, and David Gordon Green's in it, which was hilarious. He's like he's not like an actual cannibal. He's just like does it because it's interesting. It's just a funny character for him to like show up randomly and play. But yeah, Bones and All good if you haven't seen it. No, it's not for everybody, but oh nice you watched it, Leslie. I haven't seen that yet. She's always good though. Allison Janney, you can't go wrong with Allison Janney. That's awesome. That was my wife's idea. She's like, "Let's do Bones and All," and I was like, "Oh, I'll buy it," because I was gonna go to Best Buy, and I was like, "Oh, it's like $30 for this really shitty Blu-ray," and also it was not even in stock. We just rented it for like $6. So I would recommend doing that until it's very, very cheap later on. So this must be original screenplay, it sounds like, because we're talking about people creating characters, so I can only imagine that's what it is. Oh, supporting actor. Shit. Yui Kwan. Yeah, Brendan Gleeson. I really hope he wins this. I mean, Ke Huy Quan's gonna win at the Oscars either way at this point, I think. It's just the, BAFTA bias going against him is really the only weakness it has, but the movie did well for Best Picture and everything else, so it's not like they didn't like the movie except for him, like Angela Bassett, for example. Yeah, Michael Ward for Empire of Light. Has anyone watched Empire of Light? It's on HBO Max now. Roger Deakins shot it, so it's worth looking at. Yeah, a little bit. Only from people who like to bitch and moan that she just, did it on her own, essentially. Or not even her own, more like her manager or whoever it was texting people and being like, "Hey, you should vote for, this." This guy is awesome, Albrecht Schuch in All Quiet on the Western Front. I really wish the lead actor got nominated too, but he was the only thing that didn't get nominated. Yeah, I've heard nothing but great things about her. She's a good actress. She's just like a chameleon. She's just in everything. Andrea Riseborough. Mary Kogan's adorable in Banshees. He's not in it very much though. I wish he was in it more. I was thinking, oh yeah, there's I always forget there's 6 nominees. I'm like, why are they so long? All right, let's see. There you go. Holy shit, that's adorable. See, only the one thing that Hugh Kwan's probably not going to win. I didn't expect it to be Barry though. I would have thought it would have been Brendan. Is he butchering his name? I think just from memory. I'm probably wrong. Barry Keegan or Keoghan or whatever. We got to see him in his awesome red. Hey, spelled it right. Yeah, nice. Show me. Oh, I have to remember the who else quiet than Bastards? Why can't I think? To the point, I guess. I didn't even hear what he said. Yeah, they're both good. Yeah, he's one of those. Like, I just didn't think he was in the movie quite enough to win, but good for him. Well, I mean, if he's second place behind Ke Huy Quan, that just makes it seem like even more Ke Huy Quans to win. 'Cause I would have been a little worried if Brendan Gleeson won this because he's such an overdue actor, has been around for, decades. Barry Keoghan's just like nice little hot young thing, just like this guy right here, Mr. Elvis himself. Oh yeah, Daniel Bruhl. Yes, 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 he was. I forgot he was in All Quiet. I was thinking of like the German guy who was part of the Bastards. I'm like, was he in that? I totally forgot Daniel Bruhl. And, yeah, he's always good, Daniel Bruhl. He should have been nominated at the Oscars for Rush, but I mean, not that he didn't deserve it, but Jonah Hill just like got in at the last second, which I was also happy with because he's amazing in Wolf of Wall Street too. So. Well, as far as picking the winners, I'm doing very bad. But as far as picking what ends up winning and wanting it to win, I'm happy because only Kiwi Kwan lost that I really wanted to win. So 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I wanted Kerry Condon to win, and I wanted All Quiet to win screenplay. Austin Butler chatting with Emma Thompson. That's really good. Sorry, I'm just kind of listening to what they're talking about. Still surprised that Barry Keoghan won. That's awesome though. I can't wait to see what he does in as Joker. It'll be very interesting because his makeup looked very odd for the 2 seconds they show him in the Batman as Joker. So, and the Penguin show is getting made now, and they're like, breaking news: Robert Pattinson's going to be in the Penguin show. Where to me, I'm like, no shit. Like, why wouldn't he be in the Penguin show? He's the Batman universe. But good stuff. Good stuff so far. There's a British bias to a point. All 3 awards so far have gone to a foreign or British thing. So it's a thing. It's nice because there's not commercials. There's just snippet people talking in between. That's why I'm very excited for the Screen Actors Guild Awards to be on Netflix next year, as opposed to having to watch. Like, I love the Oscars, but I can't stand 3 hours of commercials. There's all British in the audience. I didn't see him there before. Is it Eugene Levy? Cool of him to like go there just to present an award. It's not like it's down the street. Oh god, she looked weird. Lady who played Harriet or whatever. There's a dress right there. That's like something that comes out of like Beyond Thunderdome or something. Cynthia Carino. That's her. I love Eugene Levy. He's great. Schitt's Creek is hilarious. I'm sure I'm like the last person who watched that show, but it's good. Eugene Levy's eyebrows are CGI. Mm. Cinematography, this will be interesting to see if Top Gun wins and then can't win at the Oscars, or if they pick the right answer and go for All Quiet on the Western Front. I went for All Quiet because the Baptists don't care that much. Oh, their nominees here are definitely better than at the Oscars because they nominated The Batman for cinematography, which should have been. They nominated Top Gun. All Quiet is gorgeous. Look at that stuff right there. Look at that. That actor is the one who should have been nominated for Best Actor and was not. Can't think of his last name. Felix Kammerer, I think is his name. It was like his first movie too. Empire of Light. It's Roger Deakins, so of course it looks amazing. Yeah, it's like either Top Gun wins here and it doesn't matter, or if All Quiet or Elvis win or Empire of Light, that kinda gives you like a new front runner at the Oscars because the Batman's not in there. Yes! All Quiet. Excellent, and I was right about it, so even better. So they won screenplay and cinematography so far, right? Yeah. Damn, that is awesome. I am a fan of these wins. Like, Top Gun has amazing cinematography, and I was upset it was snubbed at the Oscars, but as far as, like, picking it to win goes, I probably wouldn't really. Like, yes, they shot it in a very cool way that takes a lot of effort, but I prefer a movie that looks more visually interesting throughout, not just, "It was hard to shoot." James Friend is his name. Sounds like a British guy. James Friend. Curious, who's James Friend? Doesn't he look like a James Friend? I think so. I'm liking these winners so far. Not so much. Not I mean, I love Barry, so I'm happy for him that he won. I wish he would've won, but that's definitely a thing that could be chalked up to it's a BAFTA thing, I think. Watch Barry Keoghan out of nowhere win the fucking Oscar over Ke Huy Quan. That would make so many people pissed off, including myself, as great as he is. And he's not in that movie that much, like Barry Keoghan. He's in, like, 15 or so minutes of it. I don't even know how much, but not much. Speaking of not in the movie very much, but getting nominated, I finally watched The Fabelmans, and, Judd Hirsch is in it for one scene, and he's on screen for, like, 8 minutes or something like that, and he's great because he's Judd Hirsch, and he's always great, but Paul Dano was really good in that movie, and he really should have been nominated instead. The SAGs got it right. They got Dano in there. And Paul Dano just needs an Oscar nomination in general. It's sad that he doesn't have one yet. The debut film, I think, was gonna say. Oh, the Talking Award. I can't hear what they're doing. Anna Taylor-Joy and Jamie Lee Curtis presenting together. I love Jamie Lee Curtis, though. Show business book club that meets at Colin Farrell's house every Monday. Yeah, it's hot dog. Nice. Yeah, there you go. I was trying to think of something funny to say, but he already made the joke about them both having 3 names. Hot dogs versus oh, Patrick Stewart. Adorable. It's awkward when all the popcorn noise gets, like, cut out for no reason. Oh, yeah, so it's outstanding debut by a British writer, director, or producer, and it's gonna be Charlotte Wells who directed After Sun because that's the highest rated movie of the year, and she's winning literally every one of those awards. Has anyone seen After Sun? I haven't had a chance to yet. I've heard it's outstanding from most people. There's After Sun here. No surprise, yeah. It's it's not a surprise based on me thinking that it was gonna win at the Oscars, but it was a surprise based on the fact that Top Gun has won literally everything up until being snubbed at the Oscars. It's like people realized once it didn't get nominated at the Oscars, they're like, "Oh, good, we can vote for something else." Yeah, great. Yeah, he's nominated for a Best Actor here and at the Oscars. I can't think of his name. Paul Mescal was just okay. Yeah, some people. Yeah, no one seems to hate it though. That's at least one thing you could say about it. People are like, "Yeah, it's fine," or "It's amazing," which is the most important thing as far as winning Best Picture goes nowadays with preferential ballots. Is no one can hate your movie, or at least not very many people. Everyone has to like it or love it. And here comes After Sun. Hey, it's After Sun. There it is. I forgot to type the thing, so I did the lazy version of it. Debut winner. And it's, like, based on her life too, because she's like the girl and her dad, it looks a lot like the actually the guy who plays the dad. There's Charlotte Wells with her very oversized shirt. 7.4, that's specific. Not even 7.5, but 7.4. You like that it's short, but it could have been long, but it's too Yeah, exactly right, yeah. Uh, I always appreciate when there's a shorter movie once in a while, especially these days, because everything's so damn long, it seems like. You can make a 100-minute long movie, people don't seem to realize that anymore. My Earl Grey, for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning. So I made my tea and I was gonna have my biscuits 'cause, my wife ate all the biscuits. By biscuits, I mean shortbread cookies that are really good with tea. Because them British, they call biscuits or cookies biscuits. So that's the lingo down there or over there. Zero to mom, adorable. Yeah, it's just kinda what I figured when you said that, yeah, I was like, "Oh, you must do the thing where you add up a whole bunch of stuff." I've seen a few people do it that way. Makes sense. There's the 2 Banshee winners so far, and if Colin wins, it'll have 3. Very Colin's adorable. Yeah, they are, right? Can't wait to see how long, Killers of the Flower Moon is after, The Irishman gonna be, like, 7.5 hours long. Colin's winning. I'd be more than happy with Colin winning, even at the Oscars. I want Brendan to win more. Colin can win here, that's fine. But I want Brendan to win at the Oscars. But if it's not Brendan, I absolutely want it to be Colin because I really don't want it to be Austin Butler. If Austin Butler wins here, I'm gonna be fucking angry because that means he's probably gonna win it. The Screen Actors Guild Awards are next Sunday, and I probably won't do this for that because my wife will like to be home to watch it with me, unlike today, where she's at work and I just happen to be here. So I figured, why the hell not? But like I said before, during the Oscars, my wife had the bright idea of forcing me to eat disgusting things if I'm wrong with my predictions. So I think we're going to do that. I put polls up on YouTube and Instagram, and everyone seemed to think it was a good idea. So if you want to watch me eat cat food and raw eggs and things of that nature, watch the Oscars with me. Yeah, Brendan Fraser's so good, so good. Colin just deserves it from being like awesome for so many years, and also being in like four completely different movies this year and being really good in the four of them. Pretty much everyone from the Batman was in at least one more movie this year, except for Batman. So still chat with the Banshee winners here. He's adorable. That'd be good for him. Honestly, if he'd win anywhere, it'd be here. Almost got also. Also, thanks for being here, Sarah. It's the first comment from you I've seen. Yeah, he's an up and comer. Well, he was in a show, I guess. That won. He won a BAFTA for last year. I think they said at the beginning of the thing on the red carpet. Nothing I've seen, obviously, and he's going to be in the Gladiator sequel with Ridley Scott. So he's doing things. He's so young too. He's like 26 years old. I can't believe he's so young. Well, good. And for an actor that young to be getting this many accolades so quickly is really damn impressive. See, that's how you take a commercial break. Like I was saying, just interview the people who just won for 5 minutes, and then go back to the stage and do the next thing. I hope this is what the SAGs do, and this is what the Oscars do. The Oscars should screen and do it like that. It's not that expensive to put on an award show. It's a fucking stage with lights on it. Here for Elvis. Oh, I am not married, but good luck to you. I'm here for anything but Elvis as far as these nominations go. Jamie Dornan. Is it this animated film, I'm guessing? Yep. Pinocchio then. I'm just gonna write Pinocchio now. Turning Red. I like Turning Red. It's pretty cute. Need to see Marcel the Shell. That's not one I haven't watched. Yeah, they were smart and only had 4 nominees because there was only 4 movies they needed to nominate. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Jamie Dornan was hurrah! See, that's why I wrote that one already. Of course he's gonna win. He'll obviously be the kid who played Pinocchio. It's odd that he actually kinda looks like the puppet in a strange way. I love Guillermo del Toro, though. He's adorable. Yeah, how cute. He brought Geppetto in a little tuxedo in Pinocchio. That's cute. Because I don't wanna show things too long because I don't wanna get, like, booted off YouTube or something. Yeah, absolutely. That was if literally anything but Pinocchio would have won, it would have been a surprise. smartest thing he ever did was put his name in the title, Guillermo del Toro. Well, that's cool. I'm happy. It's funny because I always considered him like the modern Tim Burton, except for he's like actually winning awards for the stuff he does. Even though he's like the same age as Tim Burton pretty much. It's like a handful of years younger than him, I think. Like he finally got nominated for directing and won, and then he makes an animated movie and he won for it, like Tim Burton, which finally did get nominated for animated movies, but never won for them. Oh, you think so, huh? I don't think so. Is that what you wanna have happen, or is that what you think's gonna happen? That movie almost didn't even get eligible, but luckily it was. Took him like 1,000 days to shoot Pinocchio, it's ridiculous. Geppetto puppet's adorable with his little suit on. Wonder what Guillermo del Toro's gonna do next. Oh, gotcha, you won. Okay, that's what I figured you meant. Like I said, it's the only one I haven't seen, so it looked adorable, though. It's the most of it I've seen is the clip they just showed, so well, do an original screenplay, sounds like. But then Smash shows are very, like, quick, which I appreciate. Like, I like all the montages and song and dance things that they do and play the songs at the Oscars. They don't have a song category at the BAFTAs, so right there, it makes it that much shorter. I like all that, but I just can't stand the fucking commercials in between it all. We got Brian Cox and Agent Carter, Haley Atwell. Original screenplay. All right, so this is the well, I mean, Banshees has to win. Banshees won 2 actors already. If it can't win original screenplay at the BAFTAs, I don't know. So I put Banshees for this. I think the Oscars, it could go to Everything Everywhere. I hope Banshees wins screenplay at the Oscars and Everything Everywhere wins director and probably picture. That would be my preference. Nominees: Tar. Right, exactly. If Barry won, how could Martin yeah, and I love Martin McDonagh at the BAFTAs, like, he won for 3 Billboards, won Best Picture, so Triangle of Sadness is good. I liked it. It's a weird one, but I enjoyed it. And Influence. Raccoonity. Raccoonity. Raccacoonie. The Influence is good. The only thing he got nominated for at the BAFTAs was for original screenplay, oddly enough. I can't believe that. Get the hype for that. I like yeah. That's just my kind of thing, so I dig it. I could definitely see people not liking it, though. That kinda goes for most movies, though, that are usually nominated for stuff. There's the crew of people who love it and the crew of people who just, like, don't click with it. Martin McDonagh movies are basically like Coen Brothers movies to me, and they're my favorite, so it clicks easily with me. Should I start writing Banshees first? Oh my god. Hashtag troll 2. Not at all surprised. It needs it too, though. Like, if that can't even win this, then there's, like, no way in hell it's winning at the Oscars. Oh, yeah, yeah, put that out. There we go. There's Martin. I like Three Billboards a lot. I really like that movie. I like In Bruges a lot. I need to buy that and watch it again. It's been years since I've watched it. I did not really get into Seven Psychopaths, though. That's one of his movies that I just don't really get into. It has a great cast, but I don't know, it didn't really click with me for some reason that came around. So it's won what, 3 now? Yeah? At this point, it could lose Colin Farrell and still easily win Best Picture, and it'd be pretty legitimate. Hello, the Movie Geek Productions. I am fine. How are you? Thank you for being here. I'm just watching the BAFTAs on the BritBox app here. It's the only way I can watch it live in the America. Oh, yeah. I expected it at the BAFTAs. I too am glad, yes. Like, I love Everything Everywhere, but I'd say The Banshees is the better written screenplay. Better dialogue, comedic writing. Everything Everywhere is just, like, the most original. Oh, yeah. I love Sam Rockwell. He's so fantastic and everything. I've loved him ever since I saw him in The Green Mile and Charlie's Angels and Galaxy Quest. It does deserve screenplay. That's just like the award, an early night of the Oscars, where, like, if Everything Everywhere wins screenplay, that's like, okay, it's definitely gonna win Best Picture then. Because if Banshees wins screenplay, then maybe it's gonna lose, but still probably not. Especially now that it's winning director after it winning the Directing Guild of America awards yesterday. Did a little interview with Helen Mirren here in between segments. See, it's nice. Like, show this for 5 minutes and then go back to the show. You don't need to have 8 bajillion fucking commercials. Galaxy Quest is so good. Oh, there's a movie that needs an original screenplay award right there. Galaxy Quest. That would never happen, but it'd be great. So yeah, it's already halfway over. I mean, I think the show's only 2 hours long. I think it only goes from 1 to 3, which is pretty. I think they have 20. I think they have the same amount of awards as the Oscars, 23 of them or so, 22 or 23, because they don't have a song award, but then they have the British Film Award. So they actually might have one more because they got that. They have casting and they have the British film one too. The casting award is kind of weird. They've only done that for 3 years, and the three movies that won that were Rocks, Joker, and West Side Story. So there's like no way of telling what's going to win that because those are so random. Because it's obviously not ensemble if Joker's winning, and there's literally one actor. Then we pretty much, what's a saving? I say that all the time. Yeah, I found the steelbook at Walmart. I was happy. I didn't realize it was a Walmart exclusive steelbook until I just happened to go there one day. I was like, "Oh, I need this." And I bought one for my father-in-law too. He likes that one. Sophie Turner and Martin Freeman, Jean Grey and whatever his name is from Black Panther. Shitty Jean Grey and Black Panther guy. And there they are. Martin Freeman's adorable. God, she's huge compared to him. Tall, I mean, that sounded worse. Well, she's probably wearing heels, and he's pretty short. I mean, he's a hobbit for God's sake, right? Visual effects. Okay. Well, Avatar then. The Batman. Ooh, that's cool. I like some visual effects breakdowns, so this is kinda cool to see. So it's like 1917 where there's way more visual effects than you ever imagined, which is why 1917 won for visual effects over Avengers. I love visual effect breakdown things, though. They're always so interesting to watch. I love that they nominated Everything Everywhere, where it's like super tiny crew visual effects. Had like 8 or 9 people working on it or something like that. Yeah, man, yeah. I like how they didn't even show a breakdown there because there isn't really anything there besides, like, the missiles and stuff because the jets are all real. Yeah, Avatar, of course. Avatar: The Way of Water is the winner of the visual effects award. Sorry, that should be Dances with Smurfs 2, not just the Smurfs 2, my mistake. Yeah, it's other than that, I have nothing really too complimentary to say about the movie. It's cool. It's cool. It's like the first one. It's cool. It looks good. I thought the visual effects of the first one aged terribly personally, but this one definitely does look better. Yeah, Maverick gets like, "Hey, we filmed all these jets," but then they obviously can't shoot missiles at each other, so, like, that's the fake part. Then you don't need to watch it then. I always tell people, "Just watch the first Avatar movie and then the 3rd act of Titanic, and then you've seen Avatar: The Way of Water." The visual effects, of course, are outstanding, and how much goes into it is crazy. Yeah, way to digital is, like, still fucking great. I watched the Corridor Crew, YouTube channel, if you haven't heard of that. They do interviews they interviewed the guy on the far right who's talking right now about Way of Water on their most one of their most recent episodes, but they do visual effects breakdowns and of good and bad visual effects. It's a channel worth subscribing to just for those videos alone. Not like they need my help, they're, like, extremely popular, but Corridor Crew. The guy has so many awards now. His Way to Digital is ridiculously good. Ooh, some sort of maybe like a Lifetime Achievement Award thing, people just coming out to do whatever it is. A slightly different statuette here. Yeah, the the movie is definitely too long, and yeah, like all James Cameron movies, the screenplay isn't the strong suit. Even Titanic wasn't nominated for screenplay, for God's sakes, and that was that won 11 goddamn Oscars. But yeah, it's like it had to be, like, towards the last third of Avatar: The Way of Water when I saw it in theaters. I just started laughing because I was realizing that The Way of Water is just every James Cameron movie put together all at once, where it's like water creatures with robots fighting in mech suits and ships sinking with blue aliens. Like, that's what Avatar is, every James Cameron movie. There's even, like, double cross agents and stuff, like in True Lies. It's funny. Yeah, they're doing the Academy Fellowship. Oh, it's one of Sandy Powell, the costume designer who does, like, every fucking movie. Yeah. Orlando, gotta watch that one. It's in that, Sony classic, 4K set. Martin Scorsese's talking about you gotta be pretty badass, right? Yeah, she's living the favorite. She does pretty good costumes, I guess. Yeah, Gangs of New York is good costumes, dude. BDO. Hugo was extremely underrated. I love Hugo. Anyone else up there likes Hugo, but I really like Hugo. Julianne Moore talking about it now. Mm, not at Hugo yet. Oh, you're like watching all those movies in order or something? I love Aviator too. Aviator's so good. Like that's the movie that made me love Martin Scorsese. It was before I even saw Goodfellas. I'm one of the weird people that Aviator might actually be my favorite Martin Scorsese movie. It's like right there with Goodfellas and like Wolf of Wall Street. I forgot. I forget Toni Collette is British. I don't think I've ever heard her use her actual accent in anything before. That was so weird. We were talking about earlier. She's an even better actress than I thought. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she pretended to be British just so they could consider her for the part, and then she got it. And then she like accidentally spoke in a real accent. And they're like, "Wow, that's a really good American accent." He's like, "Oh, thanks, practicing." Yeah, I love Aviator. I love Wolf of Wall Street. Aviator's only 2 hours and 50 minutes long. Wolf of Wall Street's 3 hours long, but it does not feel like 3 hour long at all. It's like the shortest 3 hour long movie you'll ever watch. Yeah, her hair is awesome. Sandy Powell. I think she's nominated this year too for something. I forget what. We'll get there, I guess. But she looks like she'd be a costume designer named Sandy Powell just by looking at her. She's incredible in everything. Yeah, that's the one thing she was actually nominated for was Sixth Sense. Everyone complains about her not being nominated for Hereditary, the horror movie, but hey, at least the movie she was nominated for is sort of a horror movie. So there's that. Gotta give props where it's due. Prince William. Watchalong. Yeah, the statue's cool. The fellowship statue. It's like a black kind of like metallic statue as opposed to like the gold patina statue that they normally have. I think that's kind of the same thing that the SAG Awards and Golden Globes do too when they do those. I think the only lifetime achievement award that looks the same, or like honorary award that looks the same as like the actual award is the Oscars, where they're just regular Oscar statuettes usually. Mhm. Mhm. Dedicated to his mom. Adorable. Everyone's crying in the audience. Oh, they're gonna do the in memoriam thing. Oh, Richard E. Grant's getting all emotional just showing it. It's a little in memoriam thing here. But I'm gonna leave this on for the whole time, and I'll be right back. I like that. I always like the in memoriams. I always find them interesting 'cause there's always someone who sadly passes away, like, right away in the beginning of the year. So then by the next year, you're like, "Oh god, I really lost him." And then and I Patrick, and he was looking all Patrick Stewart. Switch my glasses around here. Finally finished my Earl Grey. Yeah, when I watched the I like the movie, it's pretty good, but I remember when I started watching it and she popped up, I was like, "Oh, she's the one who, like, just died right after it came out." It, like, debuted at, Cannes or whatever, and then that August, she died, like, an infection, it was horrible. Oh, like, they're doing the best British film, okay. Like, I didn't hear what it was. Like I said, my audio is, for some reason, just awful on my it's like a TV I got from Goodwill that I use as my second monitor, so I can't expect it to be great, right? But it gets the job done with, like, the $8 I paid for it or whatever. Toby Jones. Oh, yeah, this, The Wonder movie with Florence Pugh. You watch Good Luck to You, Leo Grande. That looks cute, and I love Emma Thompson, so I'd watch it. See how they run. I mostly heard, like, things about it, but, Tim loved it, and he likes things I usually like, though. I'd have to watch it. Plus, it has Sam Rockwell, which I'll watch anything with Sam Rockwell in it. The actor son. Living it did win. It won the best, debut by a British, director or filmmaker or whatever. Afterson won that, so she got something. Yeah. Need to watch that Matilda musical too, that looks fun. Another Emma Thompson being great movie. My knickers. I think it's funny that they have 10 nominees for this category, but only 5 for Best Picture. So, like, I think it'd be easier to fill out the other one. Patrick Stewart being confused. Wow, Banshees. Who'd have thought at this point? Well, considering that Everything Everywhere didn't even win supporting actor, I don't know if it's gonna end up winning Best Picture unless it takes picture and director, and what else would it be doing? It could win editing, I guess, or something? Did they do editing? I can't remember anymore. So now that it won this, is it also gonna win Best Picture? Probably. 3 awards did, and they like Martin McDonagh, clearly, so maybe it's just a Martin McDonagh bias, who knows? Wow. The audience is in shock of the winner of, Best British Film going to Banshees of Inisherin. Yeah, she does look great. Nominated for makeup too here, so we'll see it again. I need to watch Banshees again, that was good. I liked it a lot. It's on HBO Max if anyone hasn't seen it yet, and it's on Blu-ray. Ooh, director already? Complaining about people who watch movies on their phone, calling them evil. I would love a Full Quiet one Best Picture, or honestly, if there's any of those 3, I'll be happy. I just don't want it to be the other 2. Ew, Rami Malek, gross. I don't like him that much. Angela Bassett, though. Are they not showing all the awards then? Did we miss, like are they like, I think it only goes till 3, and they haven't done lead actor and actress and picture, but then they also haven't done I don't think they did editing and costumes yet, did they? I didn't seems like oh. Oh, yeah, the David Lean Award for directing, I forgot they have a special name for it. Tina Prince Bythewood. Cool that you got in for this there. Still need to watch that one. All Quiet is so good. Like that they're showing little behind the scenes clips too. Todd Field. I won't be surprised if Todd Field won here, but seeing how Banshees and everything or no, All Quiet are doing so well, I'd be very shocked to see them not win at this point. But, Tar is a well-directed movie. I'm not the biggest fan of it, but everything about the movie is very well made. Said that a bajillion times already, but that's true. Still need to see Decision to Leave too. I can't believe that didn't get nominated at the Oscars for foreign film or whatever. There's Martin. There's the Daniels. Yeah, from what I've heard, it's extremely well made on all fronts. All right, what wins? Oh shit! Nice. That's awesome. The one who's not nominated at the Oscars, so that is actually a good thing for the Daniels because they won the DGA. There's no like second place person here to go up against them. I hope A Quiet wins best film here now. That would make me very pleased. Just best director, Edward Berger, and he won screenplay. It won director and screenplay. It should win best picture. There's like no like logical reason why it shouldn't at this point, honestly. Oh, Albert Shush is crying. He's not like a well-known director. I was hoping he'd get in at the Oscars, and I'm kind of pissed he isn't because he won this. He probably should be at the Oscars too. The Triangle of Sadness got in sort of out of nowhere for yeah, this movie's really damn good. I need to watch it again. I like so a lot of theaters do their thing where they play all the nominees, and like I almost tempted to do that just to go see All Quiet in the theater just to see how cool it would be. Yeah, and yeah, this one is actually one where it's like moderately surprising. It went to a non-Oscar nominated director. Yes, he should have been nominated at the Oscars. I agree. I like all the nominees at the Oscars. So I don't really know who I would have put him in front of. Probably Triangle of Sadness, like I said. But yeah, no complaints here. And picture and screenplay. That's wonderful. It is wonderful. And it probably would have won visual effects if Avatar wasn't a thing this year. Are they doing some sort of music here? What are they doing here? Once again, I could hear it if my TV wasn't weird. It's cutting out most of the sound. Well, here's what I'm watching. Oh yeah, music from people I don't know. I'm an old man, so thank you. Who's keeping track better than me? So we got Banshees with 4, right? Supporting actor and actress, screenplay, British film, which that one I could barely count that because it's not an Oscar category. And then he got All Quiet with adapted screenplay. And what else did it win? Did it win something else, or am I insane? I'm pleased though. These winners are making me happy because I'm like a fan of. My 3 favorite movies out of all of these are Everything Everywhere, All Quiet, and Banshees, not in that particular order necessarily, so the fact that those 3 are winning most of the stuff is making me very happy. Cinematography, thank you, that's the other thing it won. Cinnamon Toastography. Powdered Toast Man. Anyone remember that? Powdered Toast Man from, was it Ren and Stimpy? And it's gonna win cinematography at the Oscars because Top Gun's not even there to lose to it. So there's now I don't think there's any way in hell they're gonna lose cinematography. And it's gotta win something besides best foreign film, right? It'd be weird if we got 9 nominations and only 1 foreign film, especially if it's in, well, here, yes, it's the BAFTAs, but still nominated in 14 goddamn categories. Anything that it can win over Elvis, I'm a fan of. We're getting into this song, whatever it is. You are watching the BAFTAs, British Academy in Film and Television Awards for film. There's like half an hour left of the show, and they have at least the 2 lead actors and Best Picture to do. They did cinematography. I don't remember them doing art direction and editing yet, or costumes, right? They didn't do those 3 either? I like how they have a musical performance like this, but they don't have, like, a song category and play those. Kinda weird. And they haven't done original score yet either. Ew, 4. Oh, they did it, like, before the show? This is makeup. Elvis won makeup, which I'm not surprised at. I think I picked the whale because I just wanted it to win. Cool. Elvis had good makeup. I hate that they did it before the show, 'cause the Oscars did that last year, and it backfired horribly. It actually ended up making the show be longer than it was when they didn't do that, so doing another one of these chats here. I know, right? It's like they pre-recorded, what, like 8 awards, and somehow the show managed to still be longer than it was, like, years before. I wonder if it's because they have 40 minutes of commercials in between every 2 awards. That can't be why. Maybe charge more for commercials and have less of them if you gotta make your money. Or like I said, do it like I like this format where they just have things in between the show. This is perfect. This is exactly what the Oscars should be, just with all the Oscar stuff. Take a hint. And it's just as nice of a show. It looks good, and everyone's all dressed up and pretty. Why can't you just do that? They're too obsessed with non-existent TV ratings. People don't watch TV the way they used to. Just they just don't. Doesn't matter. Like, the only thing I actually like watching on TV is award shows like this, so hence why I'm doing it. Otherwise, I rarely watch live television or, like, non-binge television. While people are yapping, I'll say that I'm gonna do finally gonna do my 500 subscriber live stream thing that I've been meaning to do for, like, a couple of weeks. Next Saturday evening at 7 PM Central Time, so I, I'm gonna be it's just an ask me anything thing, so if you wanna show up and just ask me I just wanna bullshit with everybody, that's all I wanna do. So come there, we'll bullshit about whatever, about movies, ask me anything, hence the name. And then I'm gonna do, some trivia for digital codes as well. I have already put aside 18 digital copies out of movies I opened yesterday to pull them out of, so movies that range from, Halloween Kills to The Fabelmans, so a little bit of everything in there. Awards presented earlier. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, foreign film. God, they didn't I wonder if it's gonna be All Quiet. Oh, wow. All Quiet for foreign film. He had a good day. Edward Berger had a good day. Best casting. Elvis, no, they went with a movie that has, like, 2 actors in it again. Jesus. They do need a casting Oscar at the Oscars, though, be they're not doing editing? Wow, Everything Everywhere won, so Top Gun is going to win nothing at the BAFTAs, not surprised. Yeah, right. Mr. Berger gets his steps in. He can have an extra piece of cake tonight. Navalny won, that's the one that I've been told I should pick to win, and now I probably will after it won this. Anyone seen Navalny? I hear it's like a thriller, like it's that damn intriguing. Original score. Oh, Quiet One. Oh my god, that is awesome. I really like Babylon's score. I honestly kinda want that to win, but I equally love All Quiet score for very different reasons. Sound. All Quiet on it's doing pretty good. All Quiet. See, Top Gun got nothing. The only 2 things that unless it won editing. I don't think they did editing here. No, they did. It was all Everything Everywhere, which is the first thing that won, isn't it? Everything Everywhere got editing, and that was it. So it could win picture, editing, and director? Yeah, not surprising. That's his wife, I believe. That's Baz Luhrmann. Yeah, he's married to Catherine Martin, who is the winner of this award, and she's also the art director, I believe. Oh, they do short films. Okay, no wonder. Captured by I believe that's nominated at the Oscars too, so maybe I'll pick that if it's good enough to win this. Probably good enough to win that short animation. That's gonna win at the Oscars for sure for animated short. Yeah, Navalny, it does sound good. He's got some hair on him. He's gonna be Elvis now. Nice! Matthew Modine. That's funny. Babylon won something. It won one of the 2 things it should have won. Good. I'm glad it won that at least. That is awesome. It d they did the opposite that they did with 1917, 'cause at the Oscars, they did, um, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for production design. They did 1917 at the BAFTAs. Oh, yeah, they're showing this live, but they didn't show the rest of the show live unless you're, like, watching it how I am. What's the other award they're giving out then? Those are the 3 that are left. Oh, the Rising Star Award, this is voted on by the public, so pretty much whoever is the most popular on the YouTube and the social media and the Instagrams and the TikToks is gonna win this. Oh, that's the blue one. I can't remember what the pretty blue one was. Yeah, she won last year. I'm sure. Kristen Stewart won this back when she was, like, in her twilight days. That just shows you who wins this award sometimes. Uh, Not that she's better now, but Jesus. So Daryl McCormick for that, um, the Brand movie. Emma Mackey. Oh, yeah, Sheila Elam. She's in a lot of stuff now. She's in, Doctor Strange, I know. I recognize her from that. This lady here. I'm kinda surprised they did this so long towards the end of the show. And this girl, Amy Little Wood, she was on the long list to get nominated for supporting actress, but she didn't make it. So, people like her apparently because she was almost got nominated. She was on the out of the list of 10 people, she was not one of the 6 that won. The Naomi Ackie who plays Whitney Houston in the Whitney Houston biopic that no one ended up caring about when it came out. So, I think I went with Daryl McCormick just because he's also nominated for Best Actor, I think. The logic I used, but, yeah, I don't really care. Naomi Ackie's popular. Yeah. Emma Mack oh, the one I don't know. The one. What was she in? I didn't miss what movie they were showing, Emma Mack. Sarah, which movie is this lady in so we can watch it? Because I didn't catch what it was. Good for her, though. Cute. Adorable. Just getting her 'cause this isn't, like, tied to a specific role. It's just, "This person's really good and they're new." Award. Can't wait till when I'm done with this and it'll say, like, 700 copyright strikes when I'm done, and I'll have to mute, like, 80% of this video to show it. But I don't care. I just wanted to do this. I don't care about the man, as the kids say. And I wish all award shows were this time of day, though. I just stay up so damn late to watch them. My co-host, who was here for 3 seconds, and now she's back. Oh, she's in the sex education show, okay, and a movie called Emily. I have heard of those. She is the co-host because she's the one doing the interview segment, so, it makes sense. She's just not on stage. Oh, Julianne Moore presenting, okay, that's why she's there. I was like, "Why is she there?" She's only like, "Oh, she's gonna be in Barbie." That's funny. Then everyone will know who she is after that. I'm saying she's doing Best Actor, Julianne Moore. But she didn't win last time. I mean, they don't always do the person who won last year thing, I think, like they do at the Oscars. My hair looks so dumb. Took a shower this morning. Should never do that. Let's do it the wrong way so it looks extra stupid. There you go. Leading actor. Elvis is winning too many off-screen awards. It's making me nervous. But Banshees ain't doing too shabby either. Yeah, there he is down. I'll pop it back on in a second. I just don't wanna have it on for too long at a time. There's Colin. Too nice. I really want Brendan to win this, and if I really want Colin to win it, it's Paul Mescal. He's, like, borderline young enough to be my kid, which is creepy to me. I mean, if I had a kid when I was, like, 12, but Brendan. I'm Bill Nighy. I love Bill Nighy being nominated for an Oscar finally. He's always great. I'm always a fan of those actors who've been in everything forever finally getting their first nomination. Fuck. God damn it. Son of a bastard. I did not want him to win this. I mean, he's better than Rami Malek is in Bohemian Rhapsody, so it won't make me as mad as if that happens, but I really don't want him to win this. I really hope Brendan Fraser gets SAG, but Brendan's adorable. He's happy for anybody. He's, like, the nicest guy on the planet. Well, this is the only one so far that's actually, like, made me angry. Moderately angry, at least. I've seen the movie. I didn't like it. I thought it was not very good except for him. He's good in the movie. He's the best part about the movie. He was borderline supporting actor in the movie. That's the problem. It was just too much Baz Luhrmann for me to care. That was the biggest problem with the movie. It was too Bazzed out for me to get into it, and I don't feel like I learned anything about Elvis that I didn't already know before watching the movie. But he is fantastic in the movie, so I'm glad he got nominated. Just the movie overall was just like, ugh. Wow, but I had to do it in Owen Wilson voice. If I were to rank the 10 Best Picture nominees that I've seen, which are 9 of them, Elvis is my least favorite. Well, maybe Avatar. Elvis might be above Avatar. Because at least Avatar is, like, an hour longer, and there isn't another Elvis biopic to watch. There is another Avatar movie to watch that's the same movie. He's sort of talking with his normal voice again, not his Elvis accent. Well, I'm just more surprised that Colin didn't win here, considering that both supporting performers won, but Colin's performance is not the type of role that wins awards usually. It's very understated, but that's what makes it so good. But good for him either way. So he won the Globe, which is literally the only other thing he's won. He didn't win any critics awards or anything for the entire year. Colin Farrell won the most of those, which is why it was surprising that he lost to the Critics' Choice Awards, but Brendan won that, so you never know. Well, next week, if, Austin Butler wins SAG, then he's getting the Oscar, and, yeah, at least by then I will have accepted it and can pick it confidently. And then if he doesn't win, I'll just be ecstatic. But yeah, just not a big fan of this. Will Smith, did they say Tetris movie? Is it based on the video game? Taron Egerton presenting Best Actress. So I'm gonna assume it's Cate Blanchett. I hope it's Michelle Yeoh, but it's gonna be Cate Blanchett, which is fine because she's great. But, you would just assume Cate Blanchett would win at the BAFTAs for that movie. Screen Actors Guild Award, they might do Yeoh, but I'm gonna vote for Cate Blanchett until she loses. Put it that way. Exactly. Yeah, yeah, that's the see, at least if he loses SAG, it'll make it exciting too, but if he wins it, then I'll be like, "It wasn't Bubba's Yeoh, man," and then he will. We'll be having the raw egg drinking raw egg sweats. Yeah, Emma Thompson got nominated, and that's which, BAFTA, so of course. But she's great in everything. Viola Davis, who wasn't she got nominated everywhere except the Oscars this year. Cate Blanchett is damn good, though, but she always is, so, like, what else is there? And Danielle Deadwyler also getting snubbed at the Oscars, even though she got in here, which was impressive. Ana de Armas for Blonde. Anyone else? I haven't had the courage to sit through Blonde yet because I've heard so many terrible things and it's so long. It was like an hour and a half long, and I heard it was awful. I would sit through it just out of curiosity, but I can't waste 3 hours of my time if I what I've heard about that movie. I'm sure she's great in it, but everything else about the movie's like, "Eh." Cate Blanchett? Oh my god. Well, that's the one thing she was absolutely guaranteed to win, so not surprising. I forgot to do this for Austin Butler, but there, I'll put that up now. I forgot to do Austin. Sorry, Austin. She literally said not to give her awards anymore at the last award show, and they didn't listen to her. What the heck? I hear it's just very, very, like, graphic in, like, a inappropriate sort of way, like, off-putting sexuality sort of way. But I got no problem with Kate winning. I just think it's kinda lame. It's like, "Oh, good, she's gonna win her 3rd Oscar when we could be giving it to someone who's been working for 30 years and is just as good in a completely different kind of movie," which is Michelle Yeoh who I'm referring to. And then she'd be the first Asian woman to win Best Actress. That's cool. She'd be the first non-white person to win since Halle Berry, who was the first non-white person to win in 95 years. Like, I don't really care that much about that, but it's just for this like, when you have an opportunity to do it and it makes sense to do it, then I could see you doing it. Don't do it just to do it, but if they're deserving, like, why the hell not? Shelly, I was like, "Fuck you, bitch." So, best picture is all that's left. I I might be all quiet on the Western Front. What do y'all think before it gets to it? Say in the comments here. What do you think best picture is gonna be? You think it's gonna be all quiet on the Western Front or Banshees? Or probably one of those 2, I would imagine. Elvis won a few crafts and actor, but I don't think they'd give that best picture because it wasn't even nominated for best director. It's gotta be one of the 2. One won screenplay and director, one won 2 actors, and the other screenplay award. They both won a foreign film award of some kind. One won British film, one won foreign film. Obviously, the craftier of the movies is All Quiet, so it won, editing and all that. Not editing, won everything but editing, essentially. That's the only thing that, everything everywhere won. All Quiet, yeah. I would honestly, I would go for all I mean, if it was director and screenplay, it should be All Quiet, right? Like, that's just the logic. But my logic. Banshees won what it needed. It won an acting award and screenplay. It got all it needed. Yeah, right. I think it's gonna be this, which is be probably that. I mean, I said Banshees, and if it is All Quiet, then the, British film and one don't match, and they usually don't match the Best Picture winner at the Oscars, like, almost never lately, and either of those I don't think he's gonna win at the Oscars, to be honest. I think it's gonna be everything everywhere. Ooh, Catherine Zeta-Jones. I didn't expect everything everywhere to win a whole bunch either. Catherine Zeta-Jones. And the assholes behind you who won't shut up, who eat too loud. Best film. Everything ever. How do you not give Ke Huy Quan the Oscar? He's so adorable. All Quiet is so good. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, I think that's yeah, assuming that one everyone wants is Michelle Yeoh that you're referring to. Two-horse race. Here, yes, it was definitely I would say two-horse race. Argot, Blanchett, that's all it needed. I think if it was gonna get anything else, it would have been Todd Field for director, I think. He just goes and beats the shit out of Mark Strong. Can't you just leave me alone? Oh, and Elvis, I didn't mean to pull away before Elvis. I miscounted. God, Tom Hanks in that movie is weird. Such a weird thing to have him do. The lead character of Elvis, everybody, Colonel Tom Parker. Oh, it'll be watch it be Elvis. Awesome. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I was right to pick. I mean, I wasn't right, but I was my logic was right to pick Banshees for both because I knew it would win one or the other. I just didn't expect All Quiet to win both, which it kind of did. So that is awesome. Edward Berger's having a day. I'm like angry he's not nominated for director at the Oscars now. He had honestly have a chance to win. Yeah, two pieces of cake. He's gonna have his cake and eat it too after tonight. I always say. Honestly, that might be my favorite choice of all of them. It's such a good movie. If anyone out there who hasn't watched it yet, it is so good. God, it could win. It'd be weird if it did, especially without a. It's not nominated for editing though, or director, which is like the two biggest hits you could take. It's not nominated for any actors. It could surprise in screenplay since it won here, I suppose. I say it's second place for screenplay behind Woman Talking. Just because Woman Talking is apparently automatically going to win for some reason. It's the one I haven't seen out of all the Best Picture nominees, so I can't say. But I've heard great things. I am honestly the only winner here that actually upsets me is Austin Butler, and he's really good in the movie. Like honestly, any other year, like if it wasn't against like Brendan Fraser for that movie, I probably wouldn't even care if he was winning all these. Coda won without a lot of anything last year, but that was a weird scenario. The difference this year is that there's actually multiple movies that could win in multiple categories because their nominees are like really good. Like pretty much every category has at least two or three things that could legitimately win. Felix, the one thing that wasn't nominated, they're talking about how it was his first movie. Yeah. Even though you're the one thing that wasn't nominated, without your performance, you wouldn't have any nominations. Feel bad for him though, because he was great and he deserved it. I can't believe it's a Netflix movie. It's so weird. Yeah, I think Everything Everywhere is winning director. Honestly, if it only won director and Ke Huy Quan, I'd be happy. Like, that's all I would needed to win. Screenplay could go to that or Banshees. There's the Daniels. Daniels didn't get to win anything here today, but, they won last night at the PGA, so I'm sure they're happy enough. Honestly, the fact that Everything Everywhere got as many nominations at the BAFTAs as it did is kind of like a feat. 'Cause they don't go for movies like that often. Movies so diverse, you could say. Alright, I'm gonna turn this off now. Boop, and then I'm gonna quick check a thing and just to see if it has, like, the tally of who won what. Just so I can say with alright, so there it is. So All Quiet, it won film, director, screenplay, foreign film, cinematography, score, so 6, sound, 7. It won 7 of its 14 awards, which is pretty damn good. And Elvis got more than I expected. I mean, it got the things I kind of expected it to get, like costumes and makeup. I didn't think it would get casting. That was kind of a weird win, in my opinion, but whatever. Production design went to Babylon. I'm glad it got one of the two things, and I'm glad it lost score to All Quiet on the Western Front, which was my next favorite choice. Nothing went to Top Gun. Everything Everywhere got something at least, so that's good. And then Banshees got, and Tar got Kate Blanchett, of course. British film, Carrie Condon, Barry Keegan, original screenplay, and that's it, right? So it won the four things. It won three of the four things I said it would. That's a good turnout. So it's better than not getting anything at the Critics' Choice Awards. You're welcome for doing this. I want to say once again, thank you to, let me go all the way up to the comments here because I'm going to forget his name. Uh, this guy, Joseph DeGristina, who was the one who told me about BritBox being a thing because I had never heard of it. And he told me, hey, they're doing it live on there at 1 o'clock. You could watch it. And I was like, holy shit, really? So then I was like, oh, what the hell? I'll just do this quick. Throw together a quick afternoon live stream when I'm at home without the wife and needing to do too much other stuff. But I've been ignoring my kid. He's been upstairs watching YouTube videos for the last 2 hours. So I'm gonna go do dad stuff now. Uh, casting it is a weird one. It's a new award. Like I said, this is the fourth time they've done it, and two of the times, including this one, they basically picked a movie that had one part cast in it. Like they found the best Elvis they could possibly find in Austin Butler, and they won. Like, it's like they found the best Joker they possibly could in Joaquin Phoenix, and then they both won. And then the other one is like a cast of children in Rocks, and then West Side Story, which is like a cast of unknowns from different ethnic backgrounds that worked together in this remake of this musical that should probably never be remade, but they did a good job on it, surprisingly. So that's what it was. So I'm like I said, I'm gonna go do dad stuff. Uh, check out my 500 subscriber stream I'm doing next Saturday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then I'll be doing the watching the Oscars thing most likely. That'll be March 12th, I believe, also at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So thanks for being here, and yeah, I'll see y'all later.